Said that, Cindy.
Yes, it is.
Ah, okay, great. Thanks, Cindy. So we are going to do abbreviations today, which are a lot of fun. And we have about 29. And so if you have a Perkins, you can do them in columns, or you could just write them across, one on each line. And or if you're doing it in a BRF on your electronic device or a slate and stylus. So these are fun, and a lot of them you're going to be able to guess right off the bat. And so here's how I'll just give you the overview from Hadley, what their suggestions are, and they all make sense. Memorize the following abbreviations or short form words, going over them many times. In the first part, sorry, I read wrong. I lost it. Okay, in the first part of the learning process, look at the abbreviation and let your mind provide the word for which it stands. Later on, look at the full spelling and let your mind provide the equivalent short form word. Next, try to skip the list and go around and for the full spellings and write the abbreviation for each word that you encounter. You could even record and give yourself a test and just put words down and read them and then write the abbreviations. Continue these practices until the forms are clearly and firmly in mind. Okay, so again, these first 29, I think a lot of them are intuitive and some are not. So we're going to do 7, and what we're going to do is I'm going to give you the word and you take about 5 seconds to think of it in your mind, and then I'll give you the answer and you can write that down. And then the next 7 we'll do some guesses. Okay, we'll go back and forth with raising hands. It should make things more interactive. Okay, so the first word is account, and it's 3 letters. So you've got 5 seconds to think about it. And the answer is ACC. The next word is acknowledge. And again, it's 3-letter word, 3-letter abbreviation. Okay. And the answer is ACK. And remember, if you have acknowledgement, you're going to have ACK with the MENT contraction after that. Okay, number 3, agree. And again, it's 3 letters. AGR. Okay. And agreeable is going to be AGR with the BLE sign, which is 3, 4, 5, 6. 4, number 4, answer. Again, 3 letters. And the answer is ANS. Number 5 is also 3 letters, and the word is anxious. And it's ANX. Number 6 is best, and it's 1 letter and 1 contraction. I'm sure you've already got it. BST contraction. 7 is book, and it's 2 letters. And I'm sure you've got that. BK. Okay, so we're going to do 7 more where you're going to guess. So we'll take 7 hands. And the first one is both, and it's going to be 1 letter, 1 contraction. Do we have an answer for that?
Oh, yes. And by the way, you do now have 41 people on your call.
Oh, great. And thank you, Cindy. And I would like to remind people, out of a courtesy, if you do answer any of these, that then you do not take another turn, so someone else has a turn. Okay, thanks. Okay, so number.
Yes, you have some hands up. I'm going to see who hasn't answered. Jessica, you may unmute. There.
I'm going to say BTH.
Yes, that's correct. The B and the TH contraction. Great. Thank you, Jessica. Number 9 is business, and it's 1 letter and a 2-celled contraction.
Let's see. Okay, how about Annie? Go ahead. Oh, let me unmute you. There you go. I think I got. Oh, there, I think you unmuted. Hmm,
Either,
there you go.
how about B with 5, 6S?
Yes, you are correct. Yeah. See, these are pretty easy. Thank you. Number 10, certain, and it's one letter and one celled contraction.
Jason, you may unmute.
I'm thinking CER sign.
You got it, Jason. Thank you.
All right, thanks.
Okay. 11, church, and it's 2 contractions.
Hmm, let's see. I'm looking. Right now, you don't have anybody.
Okay, then we'll give the answer. Sorry, say it again, please. No, 2 contractions. It'd be, it's CH. Okay.
C, what is it?
CH contraction, CH contraction.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. And the next one, I forgot what number it was. Is it 13? I think so. Difficult. And difficult is 2 letters and 1 contraction.
Mute the previous responder, Cindy. Yep, there we go.
Let's see who we have here. Okay, okay, Annie, go for it. And I hope I'm saying your name right. Since the way you,
Is that DI and double F? So that would be 2, 3, 5.
It's a great guess. What it is D and then the FF, you're correct in the contraction, C. So,
Oh, okay. No,
okay, but I understand why you think that. Okay, I'm going to give 7 more now that with no hand raises. So we're going to
If
just
we
do
can-
silent guesses.
Hold on for 1 second, Audrey. There's someone, a phone participant that we still have not yet muted. I think she's got the radio
yes.
on in the background.
Yeah.
I'll get her. There we go.
Oh, thank you.
Okay. thank
Okay.
you.
Thank you very much. Thanks, Kristen. So we are going to do 7 more where you're going to guess silently. Okay, and this first word we don't use, but here it is anyway. And it is especial. ESPECIAL. And it's 1 letter, 1 contraction. And I'll tell you in a few seconds. E and the GH contraction. So that is not intuitive. We just have to learn that one. Okay. And I don't think we're going to see that too often. But anyway, that's a special. The next one, I love these. They're I call them the everys, okay? And I don't know why we don't do it like this in grade 2. Well, I mean, I do, but I would like it if we did it like this in grade 2. So that's just my little thought there. Okay, the first one is everybody. And it's 4 letters. And actually one of the letters is a contraction. Okay, so it's EBDY. So you've got the BDY for buddy and the E for every. Okay, so you'll be able to get the next ones, the next few. Okay, so the next one is everyone. And again, that's the contraction. It's all contractions here. And it's 3 cells. And I bet you all have it. E.50. Okay, now we come to everything. And you know it's the same. It's going to be E, TH contraction, ING contraction. Isn't that cool? I think these are cool. And now we have everywhere. And again, it's going to be the E for every and the .5, WH for where. Okay, we'll do one more with silent guessing, and then we'll go back to hands. Exceeding. Okay, 3 cells, one of them is a contraction. XDING. Okay, and that's pretty intuitive. Again, you've got to really play with these and write them and play with them in your mind and just go over them, and it'll come to you. It'll just get in your brains and your hearts and your fingers. Okay, next one is so easy, gosh. It's few, FEW, and it's just 2 letters, and so you can guess that it's FW. Okay, and the next one, let's do some hand raises here, please. Okay, frequent, and it is 3 letters. Who wants to take a chance?
Okay, Daniel, you may unmute.
Yeah, is it FRQ?
Yes, you got it, Daniel. Thank you. Okay, great. Okay, the next one is general, and it is 1 letter, 1 contraction.
Mary, you may unmute. Okay.
GEN.
You got it, Mary. Thank you. Okay, this one is so super easy. The word is get, and it's 2 letters. I know.
Let's see. Okay.
And it's not the company, and it's not the alien.
Wow.
Thanks, Bob. Do we have a taker?
No. Okay. Oh, here we go.
God, folks.
Sorry. Okay. Annie, go ahead.
GT.
Yes, it is GT. Thank you, Annie. All righty. The next one is.
Excuse me. What I was trying to tell is what I do is, if people have had their hands up before, I call on the ones we haven't seen or haven't spoken, and then I go back to who has answered to try to give everybody an opportunity.
Thank you, Cindy. I appreciate that. We appreciate that. Next one is govern, and it's 3 letters.
Wow. Come on, people. Okay,
Did you say?
Annie.
Oh, sorry.
Annie, go for it.
No.
Okay.
Did you say govern?
You got it, Bob. You're the winner. GOV. All right. Thanks, Bob. And the last one now for hands is help. And oh man, that's too easy. That's 3 letters. So everybody's going to get that one. Do we have someone who can answer this for us, please?
I'm trying to answer in my head. Just saying.
I can hear you.
Okay. Okay, Jason, go ahead.
All right, I got HLP.
Yes, Jason, thank you. All right. So we'll continue now with silent guessing. And we have home, 3 letters. Okay, and go ahead, Bob. You want to say something?
No. That could be tough. Because, yeah.
Oh, yeah, it could be. Oh, yeah, I could see 2 different ways. It is HME. Okay. All right, and now we have something similar. Hope, 3 letters, and I bet you'll get it.
HPE.
Yep. And the last one is indeed, and it's a contraction and 1 letter. And it is IN contraction D. Okay, so that's our lesson for today. And
Hey, I was gonna say you did have a hand up.
oh, okay. I think I'm sorry about that. We weren't doing hands, but anyway,
Okay.
Okay, so.
Sorry,
now I think-
951.
We have finished this lesson, and there's tons more, but this is enough for now. And again, if you haven't, would you like them reread? If you want to, is anybody missing any? I'd like to know if that would be helpful. We can also just do some at random and do it that way, because we don't want to take anything more at this time. Don't worry though, the more we build, the more we're going to review, and then it's going to become more complicated. So this is the baby steps. These are the baby steps. Do we have any questions about should I run through them again quickly? or are
Jason
we
has
okay?
his hand up. Okay, Jason.
Sure. I just want to make sure. Are we supposed to have 27 total?
I counted 29, but I think, you know what I did? I did like agree and agreeable. I put as two separate ones.
Oh, I see.
So
Okay.
yeah, so you're probably correct. I can go over that.
Okay.
I can go on and just read them over again.
Yeah,
if
that
would
might be helpful, just in case.
Okay, I will, sure, certainly. Okay,
Well, thanks.
account, ACC. Acknowledge, ACK. Acknowledgement, of course, is ACK and an MENT contraction 56T. Agree, AGR. Agreeable, AGR, BLE contraction 3456. And of course, you could do agreement too. Answer, ANS. Anxious, ANX. Best, BST contraction. Book, BK. Both, BTH contraction. Business, B56S contraction. Certain, CER contraction. Church, CH, double CH there. Difficult, DFF contraction, C. Especial, EGH contraction. Everybody, EBDY. Everyone, E.50 contraction. Everything, ETH contraction, ING contraction. Everywhere, E.5 for where. Exceeding, XDING. Few, FW. Frequent, FRQ. General, GEN contraction. Get, GT. Government, GOV. Help, HLP. Home, HME. Hope, HPE. Indeed, IN contraction, D. So we still have 30 minutes according to my watch. Is that correct, Cindy?
You got it. I just checked. Now, no, I'm sorry, you got 29 now.
Oh,
It
29.
just changed.
Okay, so we've gone through this much faster, and I didn't know, being this the first time we're working with contractions, I thought of trying to have people have a chance to do hands, raise hands, and I didn't know if we did it through the whole lesson if we would have the time. So I thought of dividing it in this way to see how it would work with just doing silent guessing. So hopefully you all have
got a
these.
hand.
Okay.
Herbie Allen.
Okay, you do have a hand up. I don't know, a couple of hands.
Okay, we can answer those questions. And then my suggestion is after the question, and please everybody, Nancy, Kristen, Bob, chime in, is just we can all take turns saying things at random and people could just be writing them. It'll be fun
Yeah.
when we can actually
Well,
do sentences.
This
And
is
I was going
Nancy. Oh, I'm
Go
sorry.
ahead. I was going to
sorry.
say as well, we'll do that. And then towards the end, if anyone has questions on the character chart that I taught last week, because I did get 1 or 2 emails on that and I didn't get to respond quite yet. But if anyone has questions on that character chart, we can definitely
be
touch
great.
on that as well.
That would be great, Kristen. Okay, thank you. So we have 2 hands up, right?
3.
3. Okay, let's take questions, please.
Okay, I'm gonna kill this name. Cynthia Hirakawa, and I apologize for mispronouncing your name. You may unmute. There you go. You can unmute. Okay. There you go.
Okay, there, some of it went a little bit fast because I didn't hear all of the I didn't hear all of them, so I missed a few.
Okay. Thank you. We can go through them again.
Yeah,
If
maybe
that
a
would be
little
helpful.
slower because I'm trying to fill in the ones I missed.
Yes, of course. Okay. And perhaps you can get the recording again, but I'm sure we can, I can do these again, of course. Thank you. Let's check the other two hands.
Okay, now you have three. Okay, Lori, you may unmute.
Hi, I missed last week. Regarding spacing, I remember hearing that you eliminate spaces in certain situations. I'm just wondering if you could speak about that.
We will when we get
Okay,
there. Hi,
sure,
Lori.
not a problem.
Yeah,
I just
now
didn't know if I missed
yeah,
it.
we want to really, no, last week we did numbers. And if you want the recording, you can get that.
I'm going to need that because I was lost.
Okay, so I'm not going to quiz you. I'm going to talk to you tomorrow. I'm not going to quiz you on number 62 or 61. I won't do it. Okay, thanks, Lori.
Okay, Phil. You may, let's see. Okay, there you go, Phil. Okay. Come on, Phil.
This is Nancy. I just want to chime in and say while you're waiting for Phil that the GH in a special, that will be intuitive when you learn things later that GH, that the GH stands for. So, and a lot of these other signs, as we come up to words, the next lesson's words, they will also have things that don't seem very intuitive when you're first learning them, but when you learn things later about other things that these cells stand for, they will be intuitive. So just keep that in mind as you go through this. So don't let it totally confuse you. Just memorize them as they are now, and you'll understand later, oh yeah, that's why that's written that way. So just thought I'd point that out.
Thank you, Sydney. Now you got me remembering on the special and why that is so. So that's
Yeah.
good. Yes.
Okay,
when I
Phil,
took
you.
grade, oh, sorry. Go
No,
ahead,
I'm
Phil.
sorry. I was just say Phil was unmuted, but then I'm sorry.
Okay, I assume I'm still unmuted.
Yes.
Yes, you are.
Okay, at the end of last week's class, you gave us the number 4,000 and we were told to ponder over it for the week and try to come up with what it would be.
Right.
Okay. Can I give a guess at what I think it probably is?
Yes.
And then can we get the correct answer?
Yes. Yes. Somebody's going to give the correct answer. It's not going to be me. I don't think so. Go for it.
Okay. I'm figuring it's probably the number sign, the regular, the D, and then 3 J's.
That's what I'm thinking. Is correct, Nancy? Thank you.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, Herbie. You
All
may.
right.
There you go.
Yep. So first of all, this is a fascinating call, and I'm glad you guys are putting it on because it's fascinating to learn this stuff. So if I understand, a couple questions. So one, if I understand the numbering system correctly, you use the number J for 10, correct?
Yes.
So then this leads to my first question: how do you write the number 0?
Oh, yes, and we did cover that last week, and that's important to think about. You're going to use context. If you're saying you have 10 of something, 10 tickets, you know that it's going to be a 10. If it's 0, again, the context for 0. Kristen, can you refresh my memory of what the examples were that you gave last week?
Yes, so the 10 and the 0 are synonymous. They are both number sign 0. But if you say, I will call you at 10, then you could definitely do number sign 0 because you wouldn't say, I will call you at 0. Now, if you say it was 10 degrees when I went outside, you would do number sign 10 because it could be 0 degrees or it could be 10 degrees. So based on the sentence, if you think that sentence in your mind and you think, oh, it's not going to be confusing because I couldn't use 0 here, that would make sense. Go ahead and do number sign J for 10. If you think in your mind, oh, I could do 0, it could be either, then spell it out. Number sign 10. Always be perfectly clear if there is ever any question.
Thanks, Kristen.
Yeah.
Okay, area code 502, ending in 316. You may speak. You may unmute.
Hello.
There you go.
I was last week. You mentioned a book that we could get through Bard. I think it was The Key to Grade 3 Braille, and I looked on Bard and was not able to find that. So I wanted to make sure I had the right title, and if you have a DB number, that would really be
It's
helpful.
a B. Thank you. It's a BR number, and it is there. Great. Key to Grade 3 Braille, and if you write in the Grade 3, you should come up with that one and the other book that we have by
Ruth Hayden.
Yes.
Yeah. And I can get you that BR number. It's by Ruth Hayden.
Oh, okay. Is that spelled Hayden?
Yes, I believe so. Let me grab the Key to Grade 3. I think this is it.
Thanks, Kristen.
Yes, I have it on here. We'll take another question and I'll come back and I'll give it here in a second.
Thank you.
Okay, 407 and 768. You may unmute.
Okay, two just real quick questions. I wondered if you had just a very basic idea how many weeks this course is going to run, if you had sort of a game plan at all. And I guess the second thing was, you mentioned 2 books, and one you said you thought would be better than the others. So can you refresh my memory on which of the 2 you were actually recommending? Because you mentioned, I think, a Key to Grade 3, and then there was a guide, something or other, similar title.
Right. Thank you. We'll go.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
I prefer the Key to Grade 3 just because it's broken down better into tables, which are basically like little mini lessons. The guide has a lot of Grade 3 Braille before you're really quite ready to understand it. So it's almost like walking into a Spanish class when they're already teaching Spanish. But the DB number for this one, it's BR, actually, BR for Braille. It's 18832. That is 18832. And it's only 1 volume, so you won't have to unzip or break it down.
And that is the Key to Grade 3, right, Kristen?
Yes.
Yeah, and my other question was, do you have just a basic idea how long this class will run?
I would say probably 6 months if I'm just giving a stab. I mean, the Hadley book has about 40 lessons. And
yeah, that's all I was asking, was a very approximate, which, thank you.
You're welcome.
I want to thank you, Kristen. There's I don't have the information yet, but if someone wanted to get a copy and pay for a paper copy of the Key to Grade 3 Braille, that may be possible. I'm still finding out information on the cost of that from someone that we know, Bob White, and I know her, who's a transcriber. So I just need to get a price on that. if people would be interested. I think it would be reasonable if people wanted to have it in paper Braille rather than the BRF version. I have the BRF, and the BRF is fine, but when you're reading charts, the BRF messes it up completely. So it's not. You have to kind of guess and say, oh yeah, it's not following the alphabet. It's jumping around because the chart's not in order. But I would like to offer that next time we speak, and I believe I'll have some information for you then.
We have Leslie Spoon, I think is our next hand.
Hi, Leslie.
The boss's wife here.
Yeah.
You want to give, I don't know, did you give her the prompt, Cindy?
I think that was the 407 person.
Well, I just came up Leslie Spoon.
Yeah.
Let me see.
But yes, because we have a Leslie Z, but she doesn't have, yes, that was the 407 person.
Oh, yeah, that's Leslie probably.
You had the 502 person. Did you answer her question?
Was that
I'm not
sure. I'm not sure.
You said, oh, because you had said, well, let me check and go to the next call.
Yes, and I gave it back to her. I gave her what she wanted.
Okay. Okay, Lucy.
Okay. Am I unmuted? I think I am.
Yes, you are.
Okay. Oh gosh. All right. So I'm back to the numbers. So the number 110 would be written $1 and then J. Is that correct?
Yes, I would think. But if there's any confusion with that and the number 10.
Well, that's what I was going to get next.
Well, in any time when grade 3, when there's something that is not completely clear by the first touch, you have to write it so that it is clear by the first touch. So if 110, that would be confusing as a J, number sign AJ, because that is a 10. So I would write that out.
Me too.
And the number
0.
the number 100 is written out also, right?
Yes, it is.
100.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
But like 111 would be $1 and then T.
Actually, the
K.
I mean,
K would
I'm
be
sorry.
11.
I was thinking 20 and saying, oh Lord. Okay, yeah.
Those would not be confusing to see that way, so you could write them out that way, but 110 would be confusing, so you'd want to write that one out.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much.
Sure.
Okay, area code 585 ending in 446. You may unmute.
Rochester.
Hi, my name is Hannah. And
Hannah.
Hi. Had two things. Number one, first of all, I would be quite interested in having a hard copy of the Key to Grade 3. And I borrowed it from the library, the National Library Service, about a year ago. And they actually had under 2 different numbers. They had the one that somebody mentioned a few minutes ago, and they also had it under BRN, N as in Nancy, 00381. So I'm not sure which number is the right one. The author was L.W. Rodenberg. So hopefully it's the same book you guys are talking about.
Yeah, it is. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. I just hope I gave you accurate information.
Oh yeah, and we will certainly find out about the hard copies. So thanks, Hannah.
Hey, you have 2 more hands up.
Okay.
That's it. Leslie Z. You may unmute.
Oh, hello.
Okay, this is
Yeah,
Leslie Tom. It's not Leslie.
Yeah, my question I have about, I guess, some of these short forms that we went over. Basically, I'm guessing they all act like the grade 2 short forms, that you can use a suffix or a prefix around them. Like I guess especially would probably be EGHLY, or is there a suffix for LY?
Yeah, well, yeah, we're going to get in. Hi, Daniel. We're going to get into all that, and yeah, you're on the right track there for sure. And yeah, there'll be lots of different rules as to, lots and lots of new contractions, and that'll all fall into the puzzle as far as what the suffix for ly is and all of that.
I can tell you what those are. Anytime you need to know any of those suffixes, I can tell you what those are, but I don't want to confuse people because we haven't got there yet.
I don't think we want to. I really want to stick. I believe we all want to stick to where we are, and that way,
right? Exactly.
You're right. It's not going to get confusing. Yeah, it's going to get confusing. So you'll have to wait until it comes.
So, okay, this is Leslie Tom, not Leslie Spoon, by the way.
Oh, sorry.
And it's 916 area code.
No, it says Leslie Z.
Z? Well, it should be T.
Oh, well, it says Leslie Z.
I don't know. But anyway, so yeah, I wanted to know about books as well, or getting some paper copy or something to work with. And I wasn't on last week, so I wanted to be, but I didn't get in. So what are we looking at getting something? Is that what you said?
What we're doing is I'm sorry to cut you, Liz. I'm glad you're here today. What we're using the book from Hadley, which is one paper copy that Kristen has, and so we're using that for our lessons, for our lesson basis. And the other two books that we mentioned are books that you can download as BRFs from the library. And then we are really strongly recommending the Key to Grade 3. And we're looking into finding out what it would cost if people wanted to buy a hard copy of that book, because that's a very concise, everything is right there. And it's one volume and everything is there. So we should have an answer for you next week as far as buying it. But for now, we gave the library, the number of the library, the BR number.
Okay. And so we can buy that somewhere, though? It will be something we probably can
I don't
buy.
know yet. We're working on it. Okay. We're working on the idea. We're working on to see if a transcriber will do it.
Okay. Great. Thank you.
I wonder if APH has any of those.
Yeah.
No, they don't.
Those two books.
No.
They do not.
Nothing. Nope.
But I know I have a hard copy of both of them. I also downloaded them last week to my e-reader, but I don't remember where I got those.
I thought National Bob White was National Braille Press probably doesn't have it.
No, I mean, I think they used to be APH. But APH does not do it now.
Oh, maybe that's why I had them and
before. Yeah.
Oh, shoot.
Good you have them.
And I will say another resource if you don't have access to any of that is grade 3, the number 3 Braille spelled out.com. And that's a website that was produced by Mike. I'm trying to think of his last name. Mike, it will come to me. But grade3braille.com, it's broken up into many sections, such as numbers and contractions, whole word signs, terminal signs. So it's a great reference. It will go further than we've gone in our lessons, but it's something to look at. You do have to have a way to read computer Braille or ASCII characters to look at it. And I think you can
grade
download
GRADE3 and then braille.com. I didn't even know about that
Correct.
website. I'm gonna go take a look at that.
And I believe he's made it so that you can download the sections as BRF files. Most of them are available as BRF.
Awesome. Thank you. Wow.
That is cool.
I learned something new tonight too.
Yeah, that is cool that he's done that. I'm sure it's taken a lot of time to do that. Just checking on time again, because I know we want to go over the contractions one more time before
8
we
minutes.
stop.
You have 8 minutes, and you do have 2 hands up.
Oh, okay. I'd like to ask you to hold your 2 questions, only because I had said we would go over these one more time, and I'd like to do that. And we'll still have time for the questions. Okay. Thanks. So I know some people were missing some. And again, certainly Kristen is going to give her email if you want to get a recording of tonight's class. And I'll go over this again. Okay. And I hope I'm not too fast. Okay. Number 1, account. ACC. Number 2, acknowledge. ACK. 3, acknowledgement, yes. ACK, and the contraction 56T for mint. Next, agree. AGR. Agreeable. AGR, BLE contraction. Answer. ANS. Anxious. ANX. Best. BST contraction. Book. BK. Both. BTH contraction. Business. B.56S contraction, the NESS. Certain. CER contraction. Church. CH contraction. Difficult. DFF contraction. C. Especial. EGH contraction. Everybody. EBDY. Everyone. E.50 contraction. This is a pattern here. Everything. ETH contraction. ING contraction. We're using the every in all of these. Everything. ETH contraction. ING contraction. Sorry, I just did that. Everywhere. E.5 WH contraction. Exceeding. XD. ING. Few. FW. Frequent. FRQ. General. GEN contraction. Get. GT. Govern. GOV. Help. HLP. Home. HME. Hope. HPE. Indeed. IN contraction. D. And next week we will review these, so please go over them and we'll have a great review. And we'd like to take 2 questions, please.
You good timing, 5-0. Okay, Mary, you may unmute.
I just wanted to say that I've tried to borrow both the Key to Grade 3 and the Hayden book from the Utah Library where I get my Braille materials, and they tell me that they don't have either one of them in hard copy.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. These are really old, and it probably is going to be difficult to get them in hard copy. Please try your libraries and bug them, but again, hopefully we can give you an affordable answer.
Oh yeah, that'd be great. Thank you.
Okay, area code 951 ending in 704. You may unmute.
Hi, I'm Nancy. I'm wondering, it's interesting. I downloaded the Grade 3 Braille book already from Bard, but also Hadley has inserts of various topics. I'm wondering why they don't have. I'm going to see if I can advocate for, some inserts for Grade 3 Braille, but also I'd like to have a recording. I just want to remind you guys, it's been a very nice class. Thank you. I just like to have someone send me the recording. Thank you.
Oh yes, we're going to give the email so that you can request a recording. Okay.
Yep. Thank you.
Sure.
Okay,
is that it on our questions? Okay. Kristen, you want to give your email again so that people can write to you for a recording request?
Sure. So if you would like the recording or anything else, feel free to email me at Braille, all spelled out, braillemailbox@gmail.com. So BRAILLEMAILBOX@gmail.com. And I can give you this recording or last week's. It is a Zoom link, so you'll have to put in a password, but it's pretty easy to navigate.
Kristen, thanks. Thank you, Bob. Thank you, Nancy. Thank you, Cindy. Thank you, everybody. This has been
You're
a
welcome.
blast.
This was
And
fun.
next week, Bob is going to be the lead the class, and we will
Oh, I
all
got
cheer
a
him
tough
on.
act to follow. Boy.
Oh, we're going to cheer you on, Bob. You'll be fine.
Would you like me to give my email again? I don't have links to the recordings, but I can explain or review anything that you need to go over that you're lost on.
Thank you,
Go
Nancy.
ahead,
That would be
Nancy.
very nice.
Sure, absolutely. And that is the Song Mage, THESONGMAGE @yahoo.com.
So if you want more concepts explained, I will say I work about 60 hours a week. I am a massage therapist for hospice care. So if you email me and I don't get back, don't take it personally. If you want the recording, I'll send you that link pretty quick. But if you're wanting more explanations, Nancy is a great resource.
Yeah, feel free to email me because I have way more time than she does.
Oh, that's
that,
great,
so-
Nancy. That is so cool because I have some time, but it sounds like we really appreciate your addition and that your offer for us.
Yeah, not a problem. And I'd be happy to help teach or help explain or help do whatever you need. So I'm here to.
Thanks.
Thank you.
That goes for the character chart as well. If someone emailed me, might have been Annie, I think, had missed a row or didn't know if she had it all right. And Nancy is a great person to go over that. I'm sure she'd be willing to do it on the phone if it's easier for some people.
Yeah, if that would be easier for you, just email me and let me know that, and I'll pass you my phone number. I just don't want to give it out like,
Yeah,
you know,
I wouldn't either.
in general here, but I'd
Yeah.
be happy to talk to anyone over the phone if they want to if they would rather do that and write it down as I give it to them, and I'll go slow or whatever they need. So
thank you so much.
You're very welcome. This is great,
Audrey,
you guys.
Audrey, could I make an
it is-
announcement before you go?
Oh, okay, you had one
please,
hand
Paul.
up.
Yes.
Thank you. I just wanted to remind people to keep an eye out for it. The first announcement has come out, but Braille Buzz is next week. And I want everyone to know that I think it's going to be pretty.
Uh-oh.
Oh, we
Did
lost
we
you.
lose you?
I don't know, we lost him.
I think
We're
it's
in
going to be
suspense,
pretty.
Paul.
It's going to be pretty interesting. There's going to be at least three. Lori's going to talk. We're going to talk about our little project we did in New York, and somebody in California is going to be interviewed. I forgot who that was. But
Yeah, I'm sorry. Apparently I got unmuted, but I'm muted again, but I have no idea why. So the first section is Tamara Rory is coming from the National Library Service to talk about kind of the current state of things, and probably she may have something to say about her new position. I'm hoping so anyway. And so we're also going to have, his name is eluding me at the moment, but a gentleman from California who does I Love Braille every Thursday, who will be talking a little, who will be talking a little bit more about that, and also about some of the programs that he's doing on the West Coast and some of the reasons why he's involved with Braille as much as he is. And then finally, we'll talk a little about some of the cool things that our committees are working on. So those are the three things on the Braille Bus, and I hope all of you will come.
Oh, thank you very much, Paul. Looking forward to it.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you for the announcement.
Okay, I guess we're
Alright,
ready to wrap it up, Cindy.
Okay, well, I will tell you, Leslie has had her hand up for a while, so I didn't know if you just wanted, she want to say something fast or you want to.
Okay, certainly.
Because it is, Okay, Leslie, there you go. Okay.
Maybe it just didn't get taken down from before. I don't know.
No, it was down.
Okay, well, feel free to email either Nancy or me.
There she
I
goes.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, we got you.
No, I already did talk.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
it didn't
You're
get put
done.
down. Yeah.
All righty. Thank you. Thanks to
All right.
everybody and
Yes,
have a
we
good
are
week.
finished. Okay, thank you so much. This was fun. I really enjoyed this.
Oh, thank you, Cindy.
Yes.
Bye-bye.
It was
Bye,
good.
guys.
Bye, everybody.
Thank you.